Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Malaysia. Now today I'm doing a product review, and yes, I know my hair is getting a little bit long. I need a haircut. It's like I'm about to turn Super Saiyan here, or maybe false Super Saiyan. I'm not sure. But today we're reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Vegito. I already took him out of the box, and this is a product delivered to me courtesy of Rhymestyle. I'm sure many of you guys know, so I greatly appreciate him delivering this to me. And this might be a little bit of a longer video, or maybe not. I might just have a lot of camera cuts, because if you guys know, the S.H.Figuarts figures, they have a lot of different opposable abilities. Even in like the toes, you can kind of oppose the toes, I guess the shoe part. But they have a lot of opposable figures, as well as removable pieces such as hair for Super Saiyan, faces, and even his spirit sword. So this is an awesome figure. As far as figures go, I do actually prefer the non-opposable ones that I usually review, just because of the detail, the sheer quality of the detail. The thing is, it's not like they're not detailed for the figure arts, but there is a little bit of a lack of detail in them because they're so opposable. You see, you can articulate. Well, it's hard. I need a better camera for these things, geez. But you can articulate even the wrist, everything, the whole back of the torso if you really wanted to. A lot of those old figures like to do that. Knees, every little piece you guys can see. But the problem is, you see how articulated the figures are. That kind of puts a hindrance on the quality, even when you want to like open or move his sleeves. You know, I guess you could take his sleeves off, but it just makes the figures look a little bit weird. But I'll show you guys the different features of this, and there'll be some camera cuts here because I'll just be sitting here forever putting these pieces together. And just, I know it's not a camera cut, but guys, I'm putting together the whole Super Saiyan hair and face, and you guys can see, you know, you get a different face if it wants to focus on this. Put it in front of me. Yes, there you go. So as you guys can see, he actually has like the bangs come off too, which I'm not sure what the hell the purpose of that is, to be quite honest. It's interesting. Again, this is the only piece of Super Saiyan hair. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is at all. I mean, maybe you could take the base form hair and kind of combine them to make some weird looking character, but I'm not sure. Well, I put on another face. I tried to make it look like he was charging ki. It didn't quite work out too well, and I really would like it if this camera would focus on him. Either way, I have different faces to show, and then I'll show you guys kind of the opposable hands as well as the spirit sword if you guys are interested in that, because I know there's a lot of features of these things. As we can see, some more facial features of Vegito. Now I must say, when you put the actual faces on, I do think they look good on the characters. It's just that I think a lot of pieces, because of the way they articulate, you know, they kind of look a bit strange in some aspects. I guess I got it. So if Vegito kind of wanted to do a Kamehameha, he could potentially do it with this figure, I suppose. But we have other hands, and that's kind of the final Super Saiyan face. We have a couple faces for each of them. But yeah. And I guess Vegito would need these hands if he was going to some sort of rave or something. I'm not quite sure. Maybe if he was shooting out a ki blast, he would use that, I suppose. But there are a few other sets of hands that I'd like to display. Now this one's actually really cool. This is probably my favorite part of the figure, aside from what I'll show you next, which is actually something pretty simple. But this one's pretty cool. His spirit sword, and I messed with his feet a little bit, but he gets to use his spirit sword, and the way they got it to work is interesting because he has this specialized hand here, and you guys won't be able to see it, I'm sure, but in the spirit sword, it'll be very difficult to see. There is a space for his hand to fit, so to speak, so he can break his hand. There goes his hand. Don't worry, they're supposed to come off. But yeah, he has this hand to use a spirit sword, and that one's interesting. There's one last one I want to share with you guys before I close the video off. And I said, oh, what the hell, I'll leave him in his base form when I have him up on my wall back there, and I need to get some more space because I have a couple more figures coming, including a Cell figure, which I'm super excited about. But this is the final piece of his arms. You know, he's just crossing his arms, and I think it's pretty cool looking. And the thing that's interesting about them is that it's not a hand piece or anything. you actually have to detach the arms and then place these on. It's one piece. So I think it's very interesting. But this figure is awesome. It's about $40. I don't really pick up the Figuarts really that much because, like I said, I like the non-articulating ones because I think they have more detail. And that's what I prefer. I don't really care about the whole articulation of the figures. If that's your thing, though, you can't really do much better than the Figuarts, in my opinion, because of how they articulate. You get all the removable pieces and all that stuff, guys. So I think it's an awesome figure. I'd like to thank Rhymestyle again for sending me this. It's pretty awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out the figure or buy, I'll leave a link down below so you guys can go do so. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.